My face is both clogged and leaking, but that doesn't matter. We're gonna push through this together because the biggest drama in the history of drama is going down right now. It's the beefiest beef, and if I didn't comment on it, I'd be the biggest idiot in the world. Anthony Fantano, the Melon, aka the internet's busiest music nerd, is embroiled in an internet beef with Champagne Pappy, aka Drizzy, aka Drake. Hey ladies, how's it going? Dan Frampton here. Welcome to today's video. Thank you so much for clicking on. Now last night, I was just chilling, hanging out before bed, no big deal. Wasn't expecting any spicy videos to be hitting the sub feed, but I was wrong, and I was shook to my very core when this video here, Drake, slid into my DMs, slid into my subscription box. If you're not familiar with who Anthony Fantano is, he is, like I said earlier, the busiest music nerd. He reviews music. He basically just has opinions about records and shares them with you. He's also a bit of a troll, a bit of a memer, and we all love him for it. And over the last few years, he hasn't been very favorable to the Drake records, okay? He hasn't liked them a whole lot, but he has liked a couple of them, you know? A couple Drake records are pretty good. So when I saw this title, I was like, okay, I can kind of see why Drake would slide into his DMs, even though Drake is a million times more famous, a million times more rich, a million times more influential than a music reviewer on YouTube.com. But instantly, I knew that this was a video that needed to be watched. And I surely did that. Instead of watching the video, I'm just gonna kind of describe to you what happened. If you want to go watch it, I highly suggest that you do, because it happens to be one of the funniest uploads of the year. So you click on the video thinking, oh my god, is Anthony Fantano gonna leak the DMs of Drake? And it looks like he does, but the DMs, you know, they're pretty nice. They're kind of like, hey, I know we don't really agree on my music, but maybe you'll like it in the future. But I have this really great vegan chocolate chip cookie recipe that I have to share with you. Just 1 second, it's in my folder, I'll be right back. And then he posts like the entire recipe to the DMs, and then Anthony just reads the whole thing out verbatim. And it's so funny. There's like, okay, there's no way that that's the message that Drake sent Anthony. So I was like, oh, that's so funny. He definitely sent him a message, but Anthony's definitely memeing in this moment because, you know, Drake's expecting that Drake slid into my DMs, sad times video from Anthony Fantano, but that's not what he gave him. What he gave him was a recipe for vegan chocolate chip cookies. And it's just so absurd. Imagine, the most famous music artist in the entire world sees a vegan chocolate chip cookie recipe in like a magazine or online or whatever. He's like, you know who would like this? That Melon guy, that guy who hates all my records. And he's a vegan, right? He doesn't eat any of the animal products. Maybe if he tries this recipe and tells me it's good, I'll make it for myself. So anyway, I went to bed after having a great laugh, being like, oh, that was pretty funny. That was the end of that. No beef, just a little meme. But it turns out when I woke up, Drake wasn't very happy with this, okay? Drake leaked his own DMs that he sent to Anthony Fantano so everybody would know that he did not, in fact, send him a vegan chocolate chip cookie recipe. Point by point. So let's just go over to his little Instagram here, click onto his stories, and here it is. Here's what Drake, one of the most famous musical artists on this globe right now, said to Anthony Fantano, the internet's busiest music nerd. Your existence is a light one, and the one is 'cause you're alive, and 'cause you somehow wifed a black girl. I'm feeling a light to decent one on your existence. Man, he's feeling some feelings. He's feeling sad, he's feeling salty, and he needs to fucking let Anthony Fantano know that he doesn't appreciate him not one bit. I think that that's friggin' hilarious. But not only do I think that that's hilarious, I am ultimately heartbroken because I wanted to believe in my heart of hearts, even though I know the memer, I know the troll that Anthony Fantano is, I wanted to believe that Drake was out there thinking of him, thinking of that big old melon when he came across a vegan chocolate chip cookie recipe. That reality was shattered into a million pieces because then Anthony goes on to respond to the response. He goes live on Instagram and he actually kind of talks about this in a little bit less of a memey way, where he breaks it all kind of down, where he just can't believe that it's real. And the fact that it's on Instagram and separated from his YouTube channel, I think was a really smart way to go about addressing this. I think that Anthony Fantano is one of the smartest and one of the most hardest working content creators, people in the entire world. And this beef kind of just like backs that up completely. If Drake slid into any one of our DMs, we would have made that Drake slid into our DMs video, you know what I mean? But not Anthony Fantano. That's not the route that he's gonna go down. He's gonna go down the vegan chocolate chip cookie recipe route. And not only was that a great route to go down because it kind of like avoids the actual drama, but also acknowledges it in a way where the people that are in on the joke would get it, which he goes on to say there are only two people that were in on the joke. It was Anthony and Drake. And once Drake saw that chocolate chip cookie recipe, he was like, no, that is not what I said. How did you leak the fake DMs? I'm gonna leak the real DMs. And that's his actual life. And I've been in beefs with like smaller bands, and it is that kind of feeling where you're like, I feel like the ball's in my court right now and I need like to make a move right now. But that's not Anthony Fantano. He just left Drake on red and made a ridiculous YouTube video. And we love to see a drama like this, a lighthearted, wholesome little beef. One that doesn't involve any P words, doesn't involve any essays or anything like that. Nothing like that is going on. There's nothing demonic or dark happening in this beef. This beef is just a music reviewer who tells the people his opinion on music is getting slightly bullied by Drake. I think that this beef makes Drake look like a total idiot, a total buffoon. And I already had that notion of Drake, and now it's just intensified times a million. I give your existence a light one? That is so petty, Drake. What are you doing? And you Streisand affected this onto yourself. Like Fantano was just out here making a little meme. He bystepped the entire thing until you actually leaked your own DMs, Drake. What are you doing? Are you like high on something? What is the thing that you are high on that's making you do this sort of thing? Are you really that much of an emotional guy, that much of a petty asshole, that you go on to Instagram.com and send a DM to a music reviewer for not liking the fucking rating he gave you? And like I said, I have a very similar story. I reviewed Gridiron's new record that came out this year, and I called it mid. They saw that review, and then in my DMs, they said, "You're mid, bitch." And I was like, what is my life? I just gave my opinion about your record. Why am I all of a sudden a mid bitch? But anyway, from one mid bitch to another, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and share it around. And until my next upload, watch another upload. Big drama.